Hey Rivals coaches, Zay Valor here again. We're going to go through part 2 of our team building series here. We're going to be talking about external player synergies, or how your team works together with your different champions. If you haven't watched the first part on internal player synergy, or how your player synergizes with himself, please go watch that right now. Pause this video, go there. I'm going to put it in the description so that way you can find it easily. Another part of this is that we are going to be continuing to look at the team builder spreadsheet. I'm going to put a link for that in the description. And then finally, we're also going to use our search bar, which I'm again in the description. Find the link. So let's get to it. External player synergy. What I mean by that is, we know that champions have power plays, we know champions have combo plays, but how do we get those to work together? We have all these different moving pieces and multiple teams that you can have at any one time. So how do we begin to make teams cohesive? The way that we're going to really do that is by looking at redundancy. We're going to be looking at how we can get as many plays as possible to synergize with the power plays we want to use. So, for example, I created a team here. This is one of my teams that I use, let me just switch that up here real quick. So this is one team that I tend to use here. Let me just get it going. Sure. And so we're going to take a look at some of their power plays and their combo plays and see how it all works together. So what we're going to be looking at here is the power play of Fight Monster. So I have Marisma as my jungler. So her power play is in the early phases. She can fight Dragon and initiate a team fight. So you can see here over there that we have 3 triggers. It triggers engage, it triggers farm, and it triggers ward. We want to have as many champions as possible on our teams that can then use that. So we almost always have a combo play. You can see from this team we have Arc Razor right away, or Arc Orzor. I always get that wrong. But any case, so it has farm. So as soon as Marisma decides to fight Dragon, our Arcazor can farm. Again, with Belfail, Fight Monster also, it makes Boost XP go. So in this case, Boost XP is going to be triggered. And then, so we've got those 2. In addition, Emberwing also has ward. So we have 3 champs right there that can use this play. That gives us a variety of different plays and a lot of power in our early game. So we're going to look then at early push. You'll see here that Emberwing has early push, which triggers ward, boost XP, and push. You'll notice that Fight Monster and early push both trigger ward and boost XP. What we're able to do with that is we're able to create a consistency where those combo plays can be used from multiple different power plays. This gives us the most amount of power and consistency as we can, because those plays will never be wasted. There will never be a time during the early game where I cannot use my boost XP or my ward. Emberwing and Marisma can both trigger them. This gives me a lot of flexibility when I'm actually playing the game, and we'll talk about that more in part 3, which is your game plan. How do you make it? How do you execute it? But by having that redundancy, we're able to continuously use the same plays and execute that game plan. So what you can do here on the team builder is you can input any of your players' champions in team A through E. Now, these lists do pull from the players you input up top. So for example, I have my top player here. I am only going to have the option to put the players that are available, champs that are available to me. That way I can see the most relevant teams for me right now. Once you put it in, it's going to give you a lot of readouts of ATR combos, plays, push it, phase, spikes. That's going to become more relevant when we're looking at creating our game plan. Right now, just focus on looking at power plays, combo plays, and having similar triggers. That way you can get used to creating those combinations, knowing what your team is capable of any one phase, which is really important. Now, to help you along with finding what plays occur in which phase and triggers and stuff, I do have a second resource here, and that's going to be our search bar. So this is the 3.0 search bar. You can search champs, you can search tactics, you can search plays. We got all sorts of criteria. For plays, for instance, you can search it by the ATR that either benefits or counters it, the phase it occurs, the role that can use it, and then the type is differentiating between power and combo. So for example, if I wanted to know what my late game options are, you'll go ahead and do the by phase, specific late, and now you've got all of them here. You've got all your different plays for the late phase. You can see the stats that are good for them, the role they can be in, and then what they trigger or get triggered by, and then finally the champs that have those plays. Really great resource if you're looking for something specific. I highly recommend you check it out, while you are trying to find and make those combos. Again, in the description, links to both these resources. Again, if you need any help or you want to have a player looked at or your team looked at, please let me know. I'll be happy to help you with that. Send me a message on the Discord. Again, Zave Valor. You can hit me up anytime. I will be sure to respond. So again, thank you for watching this. Again, part 3, we're looking at formulating a game plan and executing. How do we put this together? So, hope you all have a great rest of your night here, and have fun.